right within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Cray.
Dad, look!
We're headed to Journey's appointment.
Dad, look!
I fix my phone.
Was you looking at it? Yeah, you were looking at it.
Eat fresh.
I'm almost done. I gotta eat it all. You eat it.
I'm working on it. Go ahead. Blueberry's gotta have some backup. Oh, you set it down there. Drink.
Hi guys, so we are home from Journey's appointment. Everything went well. It was just a follow-up with the behavioral, well, I guess he's a psychologist, child psychologist. Him and another doctor are the ones that diagnosed Journey with autism. So it was like just a check-in, just to see where we're at, how are things going, any trouble, any new issues, you know. And then he did mention last time about, you know, checking for ADHD. And he said, like where we're at right now would be kind of hard to diagnose that, just because he would need like another, like he could do it if I only did her paperwork like as her teacher, like what I see like when we do school and stuff in that kind of setting, and I can't base the answers off anything else. And then my husband would have to do it as the parent, you know, because they usually need 2 inputs when they are diagnosing children at, you know, her age with ADHD. So I just told him, you know, we'll just wait, and we'll wait until she is, you know, either in school or, you know, doing her, I won't call them therapies, but you know, so we're kind of like still on the fence on what we're doing. Me and my husband really need to sit down and discuss, like, because it's, I know she wants to go to school. Okay, so I know there are a lot of benefits to going to school, being around other kids, but there's other ways that you can be around other kids, and, you know, not just like at school. Like, she can go to the daycare where my husband works, and she can be around children there. She can still get her homeschooling, you know, and her, you know, there's just so much. You know, there's a, like we discussed with him, there's like, he is all for homeschooling. He's like, you know, if that, you know, there's a lot of parents that do homeschool, and, you know, I see, you know, why you'd want to homeschool over going to public school. And then but he's like, you can still homeschool and still also receive the services that the school offers for, you know, special needs children like Journey. So, and it could result in going, you know, she could go there 5 days a week for, you know, an hour or 2 hours, or, you know, it all depends on what her needs are and what they decide on what she needs. And then also he told us to go ahead and set up for her, I forgot what it's called. Anyways, where someone, I mentioned this before, someone will come into your home and you can get up to like 30 hours of somebody. It just depends on what she needs, working with her. What are you doing?
We're nice. We're doing like this. And the stairs pop us. And it doesn't hurt us.
You can also Google search it and just call one of, you know, he's like, you'll have to call the number for our area, and you basically get put on a waiting list, and you he's like, the waiting list can be 1 year, 2 year, you know, it's always just good to get your name on the list. And then when your time comes up, let's say, you know, in a year from now, and we're like, oh, you know, we don't think we need those services now, like, you know, after she's, you know, received some more therapies and went to school and whatnot, we might decide on, no, we don't need those services, and we can just say no, and they will just move on past us. But he said it's always good just to go ahead. Don't even think about it. She's gonna jump up on my sewing machine. To basically get your name on the list, he said, because it's a long list. So we are going to do that. I'll probably call that number tomorrow. I have a lot of work to get done, otherwise I'd do it right now. What?
This is actively scaring me. She's up there and then we just lie down.
Yeah, he said he definitely, like, just from being with her.
We did it with the small lids.
Yeah.
With the lids that go on top of
He could
stuff.
definitely see where she
Like
could
this,
possibly
like
have
a toad.
ADHD.
It didn't hurt us, so we're trying that now.
Okay,
We
good.
did it last week.
Ooh, in that room she was
I got you
everywhere,
on here.
bouncing here and there, twirling, spinning, up, down, turn around, this way, that way. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Now,
Anyway, so that appointment went good. She didn't get to go to speech therapy this week, which, you know, because we had to do that. But we did stop at Walmart on the way home. I did buy Journey a couple of dresses. So she needs, it's never ending with Journey. She always needs clothes. Always. Shoes too. So she is so rough on clothing. She chews on her clothes, so she always has like holes. She even has, like, I think she bends over and chews her pants because there's always like holes like in her leggings. So yeah, honestly, I'd rather her chew on her clothes than her hair, because she does chew on her hair. And I know, like, a while ago people were commenting that her haircut looked really cute. I've never given her a haircut. Her hair length got so short, and it was from her chewing, and she would chew a chunk off and like twirl it around in her mouth or whatnot. And so her hair is finally growing and getting longer, but it's still, I always put it in, come here, Jern. This is like our, come here for a minute. This is like our hairstyle that we always, when we go to appointments, that we always put it in a French braid, but it does end up falling because these ones are short, but they're growing, right? Our hair is growing.
Yeah.
It's growing so beautiful because you don't chew on it no more, right?
No.
We don't chew on our hair, right?
No.
Nope. So,
We're not.
yeah. So normally when we're going to speech therapy or the dentist or any other appointment or to church, I put her hair up in a French braid. I'm getting better. I noticed that when I do her hair though, this is all shorter. Usually we hairspray it up and it stays good for at least an hour or two. Unknown caller. Wonder if I should answer this. 404. They'll leave a message, right?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Dad.
No.
He's at work. He's at work.
We'll let the answering machine answer because it says Atlanta, Georgia, and I don't know anybody in Atlanta, Georgia. Anyway, so we stopped and I got her 2 dresses because I never saw these dresses at our Walmart. This was a different Walmart. And then I did end up getting this. It is a mint green. I don't know if it's mint or if it's like, I mean, it's a, I don't know, it's a light green. I wouldn't call it mint though. But I needed kind of like, I do a pastel rainbow, and I needed a green that was kind of a light mint. Let's see if it will match my thread. It does not match my thread. That's okay. It was just $6. I'm sure there's something I could use it for.
I like take my backpack off.
Yeah?
And then it just...
Ooh. So I will still... I plan on going to...
And it's funny guys, it just farted because I just farted.
I plan on going to Hobby Lobby next week when fabric is on sale. I hope it's on sale next week. There's a couple colors I need, including a mint. This one is not going to do. I need it to match my thread for my rainbow. So, but I can probably make use out of this. Put it in my green bin. The green and yellow bin. And then I picked up one of these. I had a custom request last night, and they ordered, and so they wanted this. I told them yes, I can do it. So, and then yesterday I had a customer wanting to order 2 shirts, and they wanted one of them to have a sea turtle on them, and I mentioned it yesterday that if they ordered, I would probably use that as my process to go through to make a video to show you how I create that. And so I will be doing that. I'm not going to work on it today, but when I do, I will film. Like, I have the file. She picked out the file, so I need to purchase that, and then I will, you know, download it to my computer. Then I will merge it with the number and add their name, and then decide on what colors and go through that whole process. But right now I'm going to get to work. I've got a lot. It's so crazy that last week it was like, I won't say it was dead, but I didn't get nearly as many orders as today's Wednesday, and I have already made the amount that I got paid for all of last week. So last week I made like $400. It was $390 something dollars is what I got paid last week on Etsy. So this week I've already made over $400. So normally I wouldn't tell you guys, but you know, I'm an open book. Almost. See. What is she doing?
What happened?
She is rambunctious. $439.10. Anyway, let's get to work. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So it is now Thursday. We didn't really film anything yesterday. It was just, because like I can't go down my list on my orders to make because I didn't have the shirts. So I got AJ blanks in. I also printed out the rest of my orders. And then I emptied my trash, but I have this in my scraps, and there's a design I make that just requires a teeny tiny bit of blue, and this already has heat and bond on it, and I'm like, why am I throwing that away? I can use that. I think it was a pastel rainbow is what I used that piece on. Anyway, so I got quite a bit of shirts in. I ordered 40. I ordered 40 shirts. They are in, and then actually 42, because there's 2 there. I had 2 replacements. So last week there was a couple shirts that had something wrong with them. She is kind enough to replace them. I just usually just send her a text and then in my next order. So I'm going to put these shirts away, and I'm going to figure out what order I'm going to work on first. I have a lot of work to get done between today and tomorrow, because, you know, I had to wait for shirts to come in. So I'm going to attempt to get set up both machines, the Racoma in here and maybe the Bravo, depending on what I'm stitching out. I just got really tired all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I totally forgot. You guys, do I tell you now or do I wait? So, I'll tell you now. So today Cora had a gender scan scheduled. So she called me, it was a little after 11, to let me know that the baby is a boy. The baby is a boy. So I do have a grandson, and I kept telling everybody it was a boy anyway. So I told Starly earlier, I was like, oh, today Cora gets to find out that I'm having a grandson. So I just thought it was funny. I just had a feeling it was a boy. Not saying I wanted one, you know, a boy or a girl or one way or another. I just, you know, when you just have that feeling, like if I pictured them with a child, I pictured them with a boy. Now, if it was a girl, I probably would have been like more like, oh my gosh, it's a girl, like in shock kind of thing, because I had a feeling it was a boy, even though Cora said she had a feeling it was a girl. You know, but you guys, my mom predicted all my kids. She told me Nathan was a boy. She told me Evan was going to be a boy, but I like argued with her. I'm like, I've been so sick. Like, this feels so different than with Nathan. It's definitely a girl. I know it's a girl. And then when I went to the gender scan and they said it's a boy, it's 100% a boy. I remember I went to Walmart and I bought a little boy outfit, and then I came home and, well, I went to my mom's house and I threw a bag with the boy outfit, and I was like, there. Because she said, you know, she kept telling me it was a boy. But, you know, regardless, you know, I was happy that I was having a baby. And so then with Sterling, we found out we were pregnant, and my mom said, girl. And, you know, I was like, I already had 2 boys. It's probably gonna be a boy. This was my thinking. Like, you know, I'm not destined to be a mom to a girl. It's gonna be a boy. And then we had the ultrasound done, and they wrote it on a piece of paper and folded it up, and then they put it inside of another envelope and put that inside of an envelope. And it was Nathan's birthday on September 26th, and so we had his little birthday get together, cake and ice cream, grandma and grandpa, or grandma, papa and grandma, which grandma's now passed away, but you know, they were all here, and Uncle Brian. And so I had let Nathan open up the results as, you know, part of his birthday, just to announce. And he was like, he opened it up and he was like, it's a girl. And I was like, what? Are you reading that right? So I was really shocked, even though my mom said it was a girl. And then again, when we got pregnant with Journey, my mom said it's a girl. And so when they called with the results from her genetic testing and said it was a girl, I just called up my mom and was like, well, you're right again. So, anyway, I must put all these shirts away. I'm trying to put them out in order here. But we'll do this, set them up, and then I have to work on ribbon trims. So this is one that I made that I have been talking about, that was a custom, you know, design request from a customer. They wanted, you know, the little duck, and they had the choice. I gave them the choice of 2 fabrics, the polka dot, which I used, and then actually there was 3 fabrics. Thought they were up here. And this one, which is just like that print, and then, or this one. And then, so then she said she liked the polka dot, and then she said she liked this one, and then she's like, you know, just decide and surprise me. So I went with the polka dots because I thought it would look really cute with polka dots. And so I have to make a ribbon trim to go with this one. I also have to make the gold rainbow ribbon trim to go with this one. They ordered this with the glitter ribbon trim, but then they said they didn't want the glitter. So the glitter ribbon trims do cost more because the glitter ribbon costs more. So I told them, and then she wanted to add glitter on this ribbon trim, silver glitter. So I told her I will figure out the difference because this one costs more because, you know, the ribbon costs more. So I need to figure out my prices for this one, and then figure out what she paid, and then subtract the difference, and then figure out how much this one upcharge will be for the glitter, and then refund her the rest, because I mean, she probably paid a good $10 to $15 too much for this one, and this ribbon doesn't, I mean, it's, I have to see how much it costs and figure that out. So I'm going to do that, and then we also have some others that are already done here that need their ribbon trims to go with them. There's two other ones. So these are actually one other one. This one's just waiting for the sister onesie, which is in here. So although I have been working and doing, you know, getting stuff done, I just have not completed the orders, like the ribbon trims and the extra shirt and whatnot. So, and then it is 12:55 right now, so I'm going to work right up until it's time to go to Zumba, and we're just going to have a frozen pizza for dinner. So my husband, he's been doing a lot of yard work lately, so I'm going to just have him throw in a pizza when he gets home from work. This is what I need for that order. Let me put these away and get to work.
Bueno, sí. Camina. Rico, rico, rico. Y como dice mi coro que sigue ahí. Escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana. Escucha. Ahora estamos gozando hasta la mañana. Escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana. Ahora estamos gozando hasta la mañana. Melodía, melodía. Escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana. Ay, escucha mi salsa ahora. Ahora estamos gozando para bailar, para gozar, qué rico está. Escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana. La salsa buena es la verdad. Ahora estamos gozando hasta la mañana. Bueno, mira, escucha ahora. Ja. Si escucha mi salsa ahora, mi salsa para bailar.
Hey guys, so I made a few shirts. Went to Zumba, just threw pizza in the oven. Ron wants to be fed. I'm gonna feed my goats because they're yelling at me, even though they have all the hay in the world to eat. They still like their grain, so I'm gonna go feed them. I think I gotta fill up the ducks feeder as well, and I'm gonna check on the chicken feeder. I might let them out, I don't know, probably not. My husband just sprayed the cement off so it's clean over there. So hey guys, so I'm making ribbon trims, and I had a couple comments on my last vlog, and people want to know what was the knocking noise on my machine. Well, the way I'm set up here, hold on, I'm making a ribbon trim right now, is you hear that rattling. I used to have cans and whatnot, but the way this is set up, where it's at, that when it sews really fast, listen. Yeah, so when I get sewing, the whole thing kind of shakes and like where it's at. Usually knocks because we've got, I don't know if you can see it. There's this over here. So we're about, I don't know, maybe an inch, if that, away from it. Maybe half an inch away from it. The edge of the table is. And then I usually have this thing, which is right next to it. And when I go really fast, that jiggles as well. And then I normally have cans of static guard on here ready to go. And then it's up against, and it's also up against here where I have a lot of my ribbon. And yeah, it's messy right now because I haven't cleaned anything. So, but yeah, that's what it is. Is that when I get to going really fast, it'll start, the whole thing will start wobbling, and you'll hear, it'll be like, dun, 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 dun. I don't know how to do it. See if we can get it. Yeah, it's like something's coming from over there. This thing was back there and it was going, so, and it's kind of funny, my husband was hunting this, one of those. It goes on the end of a vacuum cleaner, but yeah. This does it now. Now what's over there? I hear something rattling. But also it does, that bump, that is the pump that's pumping the oil. So if you don't have a Juki, these have oil pans and they're under here. Let me see if I can do this while I'm still sewing. So you can see there's an oil pan under there, and it sucks oil, and you can hear the pump at times, like the pumping oil, which I guess is that thing right there. But yeah, there's that wick that goes down into oil, and then this right here, which sucks up oil. So a lot of times you can hear the oil, like the oil pump, or it pumping oil. So I don't know if that's what people were talking about in the video, if that's the sound, or if it is the sound of, like, because when these machines go really fast and you're going, they do rattle and shake all over the place. So I can hear the pump right now going tuk, 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 tuk. So maybe that's what people were talking about. But normally I don't hear it because I usually have something going on the TV, and you know. But anyway, I am making my ribbon trims. I didn't take a shower yet. I got oil on my clothes earlier, so yeah, I'm like, do I have red? I've got to have red ribbon probably in there. I'm gonna work on ribbon trims. It's 9:30 right now, and then I'll probably work until at least 10:30 ish. We don't have nothing to do tomorrow, but I do have to, you know, try to get these ribbon trims done. And this red, but this looks really red. No, it's just red. It looks like it was a different shade of red. I'm gonna work on these ribbon trims for at least another hour or so, and then package up the orders that I can, and then head to bed. And then do it all over again tomorrow. I don't know, I did get quite a few orders stitched out earlier. Zumba was fun, as always. Our instructor has been sick last Sunday and then today. Her name is Jenny. So, but what happens is, like, some of the people, the normal people that go there, there's one, her name is Bonnie, and so she kind of just, you know, instructed but not instructed, if that makes sense. So our instructor, when she is there, you know, she'll tell you what the moves are for the song. She'll say, okay, this one has this move, and this move. Especially if there's somebody new, she'll like kind of go through all the moves, so that way you kind of know what to expect. And then right before the move or whatever you're gonna do, like they do Bruno Mars 24 karat magic. So she'll be like, right before, you know, right foot, that means you kick your right foot and then do it. So I'm gonna continue working. I will see you guys later.